What if you gave Prison Architect a 2-point hospital kind of vibe? Brightened it up a little bit, kind of make it a little bit more fun and 3D. Well, then you'll get Prison Tycoon under new management. Hi, I'm Charlie, and in this video, we're going to take a look at Abbey Light Studios' newest creation, which is in early access right now. Links in the description. This is Prison Tycoon. And I gotta say, it's a very different flavor to Prison Architect, but we're going to make a lot of comparisons and stuff to that game because we have a lot of experience with that game on this channel. So I'm going to go into just hit new game here. We can choose a variety of different maps, and that's kind of interesting to me. And I'm gonna choose tropical, I think. Now, each one of these probably has their own pros and cons here. So, for example, this is the perfect place to start a prison. So, first time, all that stuff, nice. If we go into the tundra, however, it says this snow-covered steppe landscape offers better conditions for preserving food, making such supplies cheaper. Yep, that kind of stuff is considered in this game. On the other hand, energy is more expensive and your prisoners may catch a cold more often. There are a lot of elements in here that they've put into this game that Prison Architect doesn't have and they never really thought of. And we're gonna take a look at a lot of different differences you're gonna see here. Desert, same kind of deal here. We'll keep your prisoners warm, make it harder to catch a cold, but the downside is that water and medicines are more expensive in the desert. So it's kind of whatever your flavor you want here, right? I was considering trying tropical. I've never seen it before. The relaxing beach landscape is ideal for the enjoyment of prisoners, and energy is cheaper since they obtain it from the sea. But the bad thing is that we're on an island, so food supplies are more expensive, and also the banks of this place have the worst commissions of the country. Yeah, we might go for tropical just to see what that's all about. Although there's a cursed. Wait, okay, it's not just a swamp; it's a cursed swamp. Are you sure you want to open your prison here? That draws me in even more, I think. Anyway, if you decide to do it, you will enjoy a cheaper water supply. The downside is that this place makes people sick more easily, and the food is expensive because the delivery service does not dare come in here. Oh, I don't know which one to do for this. You know what? Tell you what, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe and all that stuff if you want to. It's up to you. But in the comments, this is what I care more about. In the comments, if you want to see more of this game, tell me which one of these maps we should take a look at. I've kind of read the description for all of them. So if you like what you see here and want to see a certain map, leave me a comment down there, and maybe we'll try our own prison once we get through the whole, tutorial sort of bit here to show it off, and we'll see what it does. We're going to start here, though, because I think there's like a more tutorial-y factor here just to show the game. So I'm going to just call this Let's Try. Why not? With my caps lock on, absolutely. Let's try right there. Okay, let's rock. Now, there's a feature in this game that because of how I have my production set up for recording videos, I won't be able to utilize. But I find it to be pretty dang cool, and I will show it to you anyway, even though I won't be able to actually demonstrate it. But I'm sure there will be a lot of other people out there who don't have as complicated of a production setup as I do, namely a 2 PC setup like this, that can absolutely take advantage of this, and it'd be kind of fun. So, it says, welcome to Prison Tycoon. Under new management, you can build the prison of your dreams, manage the employees that make it work, and manage its economic prospects. The object of the prison is to house prisoners and rehabilitate them so that they can be reinserted into society. All of this is most fun, efficient, and in a profitable way. And now you're in charge. So where do we start, boss? Okay, so I'm gonna see about maybe not having important memos shown, just to take a look at this really quick. So this is where we start. This is our first building. Let's pause it. And so far, the prison is very small. There's not a whole lot of land here, but we can expand it by going this direction, one of these 3 tiles. You can always expand sort of like adjacent to your existing structure. We're starting with just under $89,000. The UI is a little bit small, and unless I play at 720p, I can't get these bigger. I wish, hopefully, if anybody sees this at dev team, hey, can we have these things bigger and scaled, please? Thank you. How about this, though? Grants on course. There's a lot of them, 23. And the first thing it wants me to do is build a common building. Before I get into that, though, check this out. We have some permanent trusty guards at the door, cardboard cutouts. Yeah, these are like the permanent guards that are always there. You don't have to station people there, I guess. Reception desk, kind of the same thing. This is the holding cell area. It's already pre-built for us here anyway. I don't know about the other tiles, but it's pre-built here. And then we have the parking entrance to get into the parking garage, which goes underground. I don't know if we can actually build underground. Doesn't appear so. But this is a 3D game, and we can build up in this game too. We'll be able to have multiple stories. I assume because it's 3D, you could do that. In any case, let's take a look at this really quick. So build a common building. First thing we're gonna do is go to create building. And the building has it's a grid-based building system. It's fairly large, but one of the downsides of this compared to Prison Architect is that you are required to make exclusive buildings and walls for almost everything. I don't necessarily know if I like that. I liked the tile paint approach that Prison Architect did more, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So for the common building, we're gonna go ahead and build, I think, a relatively large building here. We'll go maybe like this for our first little area. And I'm gonna turn this into a cell block. And I kind of wanna go even bigger to do that. Yes. Very, very big. Here we go. And to get people into this, let's use, I don't know if corralling them in such a small space is a very good idea. Why don't we, I'm trying to envision where I want the cells to be. All right, I think I got it. I'm gonna put it here. And then as soon as you build the door, notice how all of this is automatic. It's like it transitions you into the next step right away so you don't forget. And you're required to do it, otherwise it won't work. So we need to connect this room or this building to the electrical grid. And this will show us where the grid is. So let's just connect it. We can just connect it directly over here. The longer we go, of course, the more money it costs us, yeah? All right, so the next thing that it wants me to do in this little tutorial, if you will, is to build 2 cell blocks. Well, in the build menu, there's a lot of different rooms, okay? There's a lot of stuff to work on here, stuff that Prison Architect doesn't even consider, right? We'll get into that in a bit. But the essential rooms, cell block. These are required to be at least 4x8. I can't do these tiny ones, I guess. Fine, whatever. We're gonna do little cell blocks. Again, maybe there's a way to speed this up, I don't know, but I don't know if there's a way to clone rooms. We'll see in a second. But you have to set them all up completely one at a time. So here's this, and then we'll have the bed go up against the wall like this. And then the toilet can be right up against the bars. That's exactly where I'd want it. There we go. All right. So bed, toilet, and that's it. But these cells are fairly large, aren't they? We don't need to have them this big, come on. Anyway, this is a standard cell block. It looks like 262 is where it is. And there's no prisoner assigned here because we don't have any prisoners, at least not yet. We're gonna build 2 of these. So let's go into essential rooms. We're gonna build it again. Now, one thing though, can I copy this? It's not immediately clear that I can do this. I can edit it afterwards, which is nice. But I don't see a way to copy this room and paste it other places. So I once more am running into if the player must do it in bulk, let me do it or if the player must do it repetitively, let me do it in bulk situation. But it's okay. We'll do another one. We're gonna place it right next to it. Door, bed. At the very least though, it's allowing me to do this very quickly, right? In the sense that it transitions me directly to it. So I do like that part because it's like I don't have to search through the different items in the menu and try to figure out the completely nonsensical, completely not alphabetical approach that Prison Architect does to different things in rooms. I don't have to do that at least, but I still have to do them one at a time, it appears. So there's that. We're just gonna do 4 for now. But I've structured this building so that I could have a row of them this way and a row of them this way. And we have a walkway that goes down the middle, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. Now, there's some other couple of things I could do here. For example, at higher prestige levels, yep, we got that. We can start unlocking other types of things that we can place inside a cell block, including teddy bears. That's the highest prestige. So we'll look at that in a second, though. Let's come on back out, and we're gonna let it run. Now, it wants me to increase the prison population with 2 prisoners. We're gonna hire a guard, because I want a guard, at least a guard to be in here. So to do this, I'm gonna go to the hire menu. I'm gonna go to guard, And each one of these guards actually has a personality, at least to some extent. Varying degrees of efficiency, experience, different salaries, different hiring costs and age, as well as a little bio. This one says, I used to work in environments like this. I liked to work a lot and I like to do it well. In my spare time, I paint figurines. That guy's name is Carl. We're gonna take a look at, Ivanka. My previous job was also in a prison. I'm a very reliable worker, always attentive in details. Okay, 24-year-old Ivanka. Her salary is actually pretty reasonable too. All right, I'm gonna hire her. Now, when I hire someone, I take their picture, or I click them.
Full of new prisoners is here. I want you to remember to be welcome.
There you go. There's a PA system. We'll look at that in a second. We click the guard, and then we say, hey, you should, work in this area if you want to, or work here in the prison. So I'm just gonna drop her here for now. She'll just hang out in the cell block. She's gonna move around, but she starts in the cell block now. And that's our guard, Ivanka 24. Okay, very reliable, supposedly. There's an evaluation here that's met in up to 3 stars. And you can see all these different little statistics and stuff about these guys. Again, I really wish I could scale this up higher. Even if I play in 1440p, it's still very small. So I'm really hoping that they consider how text scales and how these UI elements scale with higher resolutions. It seems like the overwhelming majority of all developers only really focus on 1080p and below. So I'm hoping that kind of works itself out over time. In any case, this part here was also very confusing to me. It took me like 5 minutes to figure this out. We need to assign this guy to a cell. And when I've kind of disabled the whole tutorial elements, but the tutorial elements do not tell you this. And it's like there's nothing immediately clear on this, so maybe they'll hopefully do that too. But this is really fun. So what you do for this, I need to assign this guy to a cell, but we don't click a button and click the cell, and we can't assign them from this menu or anything either. No, instead, you physically pick them up and drag them and put them in there. That's how you assign them to a cell. Okay? Kind of fun. Kinda. Also incredibly, I was so lost on that. I had no idea how. So the next thing we have to do, because you're gonna notice he's got some needs, right? There's no therapy for him. How are we gonna rehabilitate this person if we don't have therapy? Well, let's check a look at the prisoner really quick. His name is Olan, age 19. Says, found a lot of petrol cans inside his house. He's very interested in science and philosophy, and now he doesn't have much money to lose. So here's his current happiness, his current health, and his conflictivity. We'll look at that if it becomes a problem in the future, because I don't actually know what that does. But we can see that he's assigned to a cell block, and he has a disorder. What's his disorder? He's a kleptomaniac, okay? Now, it's not that strong, so we might be able to rehabilitate him pretty quickly, but he's a kleptomaniac. Now, he has no therapy, so we need to hire, not only do we have to hire a therapist, but we also have to build a therapy office. So we're gonna go ahead and do that too. Let's create a therapy room. And here's the thing though, and this is where I hope they change it, just a little bit. We actually cannot build the therapy room outside because it's a room. It has to be inside. So that means I need to build a create building. I have to do a separate structure for this. And I can't do it right up against the fence. You have to provide room, which means in order to really lay out my prison the way I want, I gotta buy land first. And I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna expand it to here. That's super fun. I think I'm gonna expand it over here too. Now there's a lot of land. I had to pay for it, but there's a lot of land. And now I can plan out just a little bit more. I could say I want the cell block to be over here, and I can just kind of try to figure out where I want everything. So for this example, we're gonna put the therapy office right over here. So I need to create a building first, and I'm not entirely sure how big I want this because, well, let me see. The therapy room, let's see. Therapy room needs to be 8 by 8, and the standard building when I create it must be 16 by 16. So I can't just have a building and have therapy there. It just doesn't work that way. It's not paint on the ground. Maybe they'll consider changing that. Probably not. This is their design vision, not mine. So I'm gonna place this right here, and let's make it a little bit bigger. We can use this as like a bigger facility of some kind. So We'll have like a big area here. Maybe we leave a walkway in case I want to go that way with it. But this is just an example. Like this is a one-off video to see if you guys like it. So I'm going to bring it over to about here, I guess. Immediately, I'm prompted to make a door. So we'll put the door right here in the middle. And then I have to connect it to the electrical grid. I have to pay for that line, that electrical line all the way over. Let's go. We'll hook it up to here. I don't know if there's an advantage to hooking it up to here. What if they have a big fire and things get messed up, then it disconnects other buildings? I don't know. I'm going to pay a little extra and connect it here. Okay, so this giant building now can serve a variety of different functions. But at this point, now I can go ahead and place the therapy room. It got to be 8x8, and it has to be a separate room. So we're going to make it the 8x8, and we're going to give it a door. I'm going to put it on this side. And I do love this. It brings in these items that are essential for it to work right away. I like that. So we're gonna take this, and then the chair or whatever goes. I guess we could do it here. Certainly could. This has to be connected as well. We'll just drag it across. And we've reached a higher prestige level. Unlock the following rooms: gym, library, art therapy, reading therapy, virtual reality therapy, sensory deprivation therapy, tabletop games therapy. Oh, some of us need that. Gardening therapy, polygraphs, zero gravity, dancing, and Tesla therapy. Lots of therapy types, in addition to tons of objects. I'm not going to read them all. There's also resource providers, so totally safe nuclear plant. Love that one. Taco gong. The definitely not swamp waters. Yep. 17's waters, earth drainer. We can get contracts with certain resource providers for various different things. And then there's also the different loan offers from various different banks. That's kind of nice. And then a whole bunch of different grants are available. It's kind of insane. There's a lot of stuff to this. It's not a very simple, game. There's a lot to it. I'm gonna put a window just outside this this office here. I think right about. Put a bigger window. Give him a bigger one. Yeah, right there. So therapist office is in here. However, as you can hear her whistling to me, we don't have a therapist. We have to hire one. So let's go to the hiring menu, therapist, and let's pick one. They have various different efficiencies. I think generally the ones that are more efficient end up having a higher salary, but I don't know that. It looks like they're not necessarily. This guy has like a medium efficiency, but he's $337 a month with a $1,500 higher. Up here, it's $310 a month, but it's higher efficiency. So maybe we'll just go with Ty here. I used to work in a big city hospital. I have the impression that working here is going to be fun, and I like going to karaoke with friends. Cool. We'll have you work right here.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so we have therapy, and that means our prisoner can, if they'd like to, head over to therapy as long as I assign them. How do we assign them? You guessed it. Drag them over and pop them in. They're going to have therapy in this area now. Now, they're not necessarily going to do it right away. Sometimes they'll just immediately leave the office, but they are assigned here and they will go here on schedule now. Okay, so as I get more prisoners, they'll probably bring it in here. Hey, look, he didn't have kleptomania like very much, so like that bar was almost way down, so it didn't matter. But he's been rehabilitated. I receive a bonus, and he leaves the prison. Goodbye. Very easy. So now we need to get more inmates in. When we brought inmates in, you heard this sort of PA system that was over there. It announces things, right? And this is the part I can't quite show you just because of how my setup is, but I think it's pretty cool. You can record your own PA system recordings, and not just record them on arrival, but you can record them for a lot of other things that happen in the prison. So if you go into settings really quick here, you can go to audio. And I noticed this and I was like, I don't understand. What in the world would I possibly need a microphone system for this for? This is when I was looking at the audio settings, as initial setup before even getting into the game. And it's showing I have virtual audio cable, so it's gonna pick this up. But I don't have a microphone source here just because I don't need one on my gaming PC. It's on my stream PC. It's on my recording system. But if you wanted to, set your microphone source, set your volume, and you can go in and record your own PA system when people when people arrive. You can also just use it whenever you want. So, like, it's just hanging out. You're doing things for the prison, la-di-da-di-da, and then you're just like, you know what? I want to announce something. And you just do it. You just record, and it will play. Whatever you just recorded, it will just play it. Like, how cool is that? And if you want to do it automatically for various different situations, you totally can. Go to prison policies. Come on down. It says when new prisoners arrive, record one right now. Start of the day, record one right now. Lockdown at night, record one right now. Right?
A bus full of new prisoners has just arrived.
If I had recorded my own would have played right there. I think that's really cool. So, yeah, if you're playing this game yourself, you can do that if you'd like to. It's cool. So we have a new prisoner here. He's going to go to the waiting room here. And let's take a look at him really quick. This is Elric. He's age 54, and he's got 2 disorders. He's an alcoholic, and he's a sociopath. So, again, this has like a 2-point hospital feel, which is kind of cool. It's a new take on prison, on operating prison. It's focusing less on keeping them locked up and getting paid, which you do. You get paid every day for how many prisoners you have. And it's focusing more on treating their ailments and getting them back into society, right? Which I feel like it's a pretty cool thing. So we're going to take this guy, drop him in the cell. Now he's assigned, drop him into therapy. And you can see that we're slightly effective to treating those various different ailments. I think it's because of this particular therapist and the equipment he has available to him. We're slightly effective at that. If we want to improve his effectiveness, how would we do that? Let's see. So inside therapy rooms, we could do polygraph therapy, we can do tabletop game therapy, all sorts of things. And you can see that each one of these types of therapies, I realize it's small, each one of these types of therapies has a more effectiveness in treating certain disorders. So let's say art therapy is especially effective in treating alcoholism, I guess. So we can try an art therapy room, right? So let's get an art therapy room set up. And you can see it's like a different hospital room from 2-Point Hospital, but it's a therapy room that's specially designed for specific disorders, and we can try and treat them. So that was expensive, but we can get a new therapist. So why don't we go ahead and have this guy work here and have you work here? And now you're going to be treating his alcoholism with art therapy instead. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, you're also going to notice this little plate and forks and knives or whatever icon above his head. We need to do all these types of things too. So before I continue with this, let's build a couple more essential rooms. So we have 4 cells. That's pretty good. Over here, I'd like to set up, I think, some additional cells, but I also need to get some other types of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another cell here. This is like the original plan was to add cells like this. And like when I was laying out how I wanted my stuff to be. And I'm just like preparing for the future when I'm spending this money, so I don't have to do it later. We can also provide a window in these cells as well. So if I wanted to do like a little window here, I could totally do that. And yes, you can hold shift and assign multiple things like that. I don't think you can do, wait, I haven't tried that. Can I just hold shift when making a room and just replicate it? Oh, that'd be so cool if I could. Wait, if I go like, let me try this. If I go like this, hold shift, and I'm holding shift, can I, you know, it'd be really cool. No joke. If I could like select this room and just, I guess, hold shift and drag and just have that be replicated, that'd be super smooth, wouldn't it? As a user interface, that'd be awesome. In any case, I want to make a shower because I have to do that. So next to these cells, probably starting right about here, we're going to make a shower area, I think. So let's go to essential rooms, showers. Now, these have to be at least, yeah, it has to be 4x8, just like a cell. But I'm going to go 2 wide here and do 8x8. And again, it has to be its own room. Can't be out in the open or anything. So we'll just place a door there. And then we get these little separate showers. And they actually have privacy in this game. Huh? Huh? What is this? Privacy? In the showers? Separate showers? Like, since when? Since when do we offer prisoners such perks? I don't know. We can also do a bathroom sink if we want to. We have to build a restroom. So we're going to do that over on this side, I guess. We'll build a restroom for them, that's a little weird, isn't it? I mean, they have toilets in their cells. Isn't that a little weird? I think the restroom is meant for staff potentially. So let's look at that too. Let's take staff room. This is where staff can go to rest. And I think I'd like to actually build a little annex area over here. But unfortunately, well, I can actually expand this. So let's say I want to edit this room or edit this building. I can add on to the existing building, but I can't do it here. I have to do it like this. Yuck. So aggravating. Anyway, let's create building. And I can't do it right up against it. So I'm going to have to do it as a separate building, but it is what it is. It'll have to be super big. That sucks. How about we try it this way? Let's expand this building. We'll go about like this instead. Make this a little bit bigger. Can I manually place walls? Is that something that I can do? It says create building, but I can't do it that way. I guess the only way, I just want to wall the whole thing off, but I don't, well, all right, this is how I'd have to do it, I guess. If I make a staff room, I want to make it kind of maybe about like this. Right, and then the door will have to place it on this side, and then there's a couch involved in there, so we'll put a couch there. There's a little end table, and then hook up to the power grid. I can add like a window to this if I want to. Window into there? I don't know if you want a window into the staff room or not, but you could do that. If you wanted to, you can add this little work happy poster. Yeah. Absolutely. Make them happy. I need a maintenance person also to do a lot of these other things, but we're going to set up a cafeteria for them as well because prisoners need a place to eat. So we're going to put that over here, and then I'm going to have like a gym area and stuff for them to work out in over here. So let's try this. We'll go with let's do the outdoor first. So the gym is here, sort of like like a yard, right? But again, it's fully enclosed. It's not open. You can't just make it open in the open area. So let's go like this, and then the drinking fountain's gonna be by the door. We'll place that like that. Okay, so they got a yard, and we'll expand this as we get more prisoners. That's fine, but we need a place for them to eat. So that's what I gotta focus on now. Essential rooms, dining room. So the dining room, once again, I can't make it in this open area. I can't do that. It has to be its own enclosed space. We're going to take and go about like, let's say this. This will be our dining room. We'll have the door placed there. And then the food trays and stuff can be, I guess, right over in the corner like this. All the way in the back corner. And then the tables, which look a lot like picnic tables. They're going to be positioned along this wall here, I think. Yeah. Right along the wall here. And then there's an extra tray rack as well, which I guess this is where they put their dirty trays. So I suppose we could place the dirty tray rack over here. And then we connect the middle of the room to the power grid and call it good. That's going to reach the prestige level 3. Now we can get a pharmacy, a romantic visit center. Good God. And a game room and a kitchen, as well as all these other objects as well. So that's pretty nice. And then I want to expand this to have a couple more tables too, if I can. So lots of things you can place in here too. We're going to want to do some trash cans as well. So we're going to add a couple of bins, as they're called. We'll add one there. You can throw stuff away in there. Let's add one just outside of the therapist office, I suppose. And then we'll add another one. Notice this is part of the grants on course, adding trash bins. We'll add another one. I don't really know if there's a reason to add another. Maybe in the staff room. Maybe, because in the staff room, I also can put like a vending machine if I want to in there too. Now, look at how much power it consumes per hour, right? There's a power draw that's happening on this. And you can see that we have monthly generation is 0. Monthly consumption, 43. So we are going to be paying for power. Power is expensive. If you don't want to pay for power, well, that's cool. you can go ahead and build yourself a generator if you'd like to. I forget where that is. There's a gardening shed, a snowman. Oh my god. Maybe it's in lighting? Nope. There's a lot of different lighting options. Resource production, it's got to be there. Okay, so we have a small electric generator, generates 8 per hour, or a large regular generator, 20 per hour. Of course, we're gonna probably consume stuff for that too. We can also get higher prestige and unlock wind power if we'd like to as well. There's a kitchen and a pharmacy with a medical laboratory that produces medical resources for the prison. Interesting. Don't know why. Let's take, and you can notice also we're pulling water as well, probably soon. If we're going to take a shower and stuff, I would assume we're going to pull water as well. But let's get an electric generator. So big ass generator, has to be outside. We're going to put it behind this building, right over here. And we'll just drop that down, hook it up to the grid. And there we go. And just like that, we are going to be hopefully generating our own power soon. It says it's producing energy. Its generation is working, producing 120 an hour. Yeah, there it is. 20 it says. Is this like our current... Maybe this is our current production and stuff. Like, is this... like, it says energy 3139. I'm not sure. Like, normally these are the resources you have available. So I have 525 water available, 262 food available, 262 medicines available, and then we consume these things until they hit 0, maybe. So now that I'm generating more than I'm consuming, I should see the power go up over time, maybe. Whoa! There's a plane in front of me. Whoa! Whoa, hold on. Can I zoom out? Aw, it's blurry, but look at that thing. Okay. Now I gotta imagine these are not just for looks then. We probably will see trains. I hope we see trains, or like little train cars. Like little hand carts and stuff. That'd be nice. All right, so we have a place for you guys to eat, I think. Go eat something. Object is in good condition, but we probably don't have a kitchen, I assume, right? We have this. You have plates? Are you going to eat? He's been in the prison. Oh, he hasn't been in there for very many days because I've had it paused and stuff, right? This is, yeah, Elric. He ran a company on the dark web that sold illegal stuff. He dropped out of school and started working at a very young age. We will have to make sure that the computers he touches don't have internet. Oh my god. Nice. Hey, there's 2 prisoners here, and I'm pretty sure... So Elric is assigned here because we clicked him, and we can see where his cell is. If I click this prisoner, however, there's nothing... He's not assigned anywhere. So we're going to move you over to this cell. Now you guys can be in different cells right next to each other. So what's going on here? Why don't you eat? Let's see. Let's take a look here. So if I... Should I add resources to this? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is adding food resources. So we can buy food. We don't have to do that though. I have some in storage. However, what I may not have is a maintenance person or someone that can do this. Maybe I need kitchen staff to supply this stuff. I think I need a kitchen. I was hoping that I could just have it, but because I have food in inventory, but probably not. So let's see about getting... It doesn't mark it as an essential room though. That's the thing. People come here to make important decisions while sitting down and relieving inner needs. A restroom. Fine. We'll put a restroom right here. Put it on... I think I'm going to actually put a kitchen right here and then have it go out and provide. So we'll put a bathroom like that. And then inside here, we'll just have the stall and hook it up to power, and it's good. And it's good. The next room then is going to be the... Well... It's not marked as an essential room. That's the odd thing. So it must be resource production, kitchen. And we'll have a kitchen be, I guess, right here for now. This little room is probably fine. And we'll have the door to the kitchen be back here. But I also feel like I should put a door right here. So maybe that is where the door ultimately will be. So you have a stove. I don't know where to put that. Put it over here. Put that right there. And then we have the rack of things don't know what this is, actually. Like an ingredient rack, like a spice rack or something. Put that over there, I guess. And then we're going to need staff to do this. So let's go kitchen staff. And we'll take Teresa. I've been preparing for this job for a long time. Oh, good. Good.
Okay.
There you go, Teresa. You've been preparing. Now, if I want to add a new door or anything like that, totally can. Click the room. All the objects that go in that room appear here exclusively. And we can just place a door here if we want to. But it looks to me like I cannot place a door here if I want to. Oh, you have to be to the outside. Really? Oh, I've made a mistake. All right, how do we delete a room if I want to delete a room? I also wish that I could angle the camera more when I'm close by. It's so angled here that I can't even see inside here unless I zoom way out. I really want more vertical control of the camera. Namely being able to look straight down. I know that's ironically because I'm like, hey, look, it's 3D Prison Architect, but one of the advantages in Prison Architect and designing is you're looking straight down, and that's a very good view for being able to see what you're doing. So I am going to, this looks like it's a kitchen trolley. Okay, and then there's a food shelf. Shelf with food on display for prisoners to purchase. I can't, interesting. On display for them to purchase. But they're in the kitchen. Interesting. So the prisoners are allowed in the kitchen. Is that what I'm getting here? Or like, that's like an auto allowed in the kitchen kind of thing? Interesting. There's a drinks fridge as well, which again, only goes in the kitchen. Well, maybe it doesn't only go in the kitchen. Maybe it's just because I'm in the kitchen menu. Like if I click this, can I get these to be, not really, no. I can do the drinks machine and stuff in here. If I wanted to have like a special like drink machine area, I could do that right here, let's say. And maybe even a snack machine over here. If you don't like what we're serving, you can get something else. And then I think like fire extinguishers pretty much in every room is going to be a big deal. Probably. So we'll just add fire extinguishers. Let's put one right outside the therapist office because you guys can just use that if that happens. And we can put another one inside the cell block. That's probably a good idea. We can also place cameras in there too. There's a lot of things I'm not getting to here, but there's a lot of things to cover. So security cameras. It says that security cameras will have this little tiny cone of vision, okay? It's a cone of vision, which is a little odd, but I can't place it in the middle of a room, so I guess it's not that odd. But we have camera vision already. Actually, we don't. We don't have camera vision. It's just because of that guard. That's the vision. So as the guard leaves, if I pause it again and look like this, now we have vision of all of this because we have personnel. But if we want vision all the time on little areas, we got to put a camera. So we're going to place a camera right here, just enough to where it can see the door, I think. Right enough, right about there. Place one there. And cameras and vigilance towers help to increase the security by calling guards if they see something suspicious. It doesn't appear as though I need anyone managing a security booth or anything like that to do that. And then emergency lighting is probably, I anticipate, a good thing to have in case the power goes out and prisoners get to rioting and all sorts of things. So I don't know if they're going to do that, but hey, Prison Architect has taught me that prisoners like to take advantage of situations. We're going to probably put emergency lighting in every room. I think that's probably a good idea. Maybe even 2 in here just because. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. All right, so let's take a look at grants. I could do any of these things and get the money for them, but prison policies. So morning cell opening hours, I can adjust that. Meal times, I can adjust that as well for all prisoners. Lockdown hours at night, so at 9 o'clock, all prisons everything is locked down, right? We have library hours, leisure hours, sport hours. I don't see anything related to different security levels. Probably because we're treating this as a medical condition sort of thing, and like we're treating disorders. Maybe. Olan here, he's rehabilitated. Oh, he stays in the prison even though he's rehabilitated. Oh, interesting. He has 8 months left in his sentence. Interesting. If I hit parole, I can't hit parole. So he has to serve his time anyway. Oh, okay. All right. No, I like that. I misunderstood it. So that's good. I like that. Yes. No therapy assigned for Elric here. Really? You don't have a therapy assigned? Because I'm pretty sure I dropped you in here. pretty sure I did. Let's get you. Let's get another therapist here. We'll choose Asia. I've been unemployed for a few months now. Working here is like a dream for me. A lot of exercise, and I care about fitness. Okay, cool. Here you go. And then it wants me to set up an infirmary and a medical area too. So we can probably do that. I'd like to try to organize the rooms in a way to where this is closed off. Because what I'd like to do, if I can get away with it, is I really want to place a door. Isolation cell block. Oh, that's interesting. An isolation cell block for troublesome prisoners. Spending time in isolation will lower a prisoner's conflictivity. Ooh, I like that. Isolation cell block. Yep, place that right here. You're gonna put that guy in the hole. Yeah. See, it's basically like a cell. There's no real difference between this and a cell, other than it's not open like this, so they can't see things. Although this guy is basically walled in, but this guy's got this exterior sort of gate sort of thing. But at least like they can't see outside, so that seems to be the only difference, is the way the door is and the fact that they can't see anything. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Prisoner dummy. A prisoner-shaped dummy with no apparent function. But hey, it's better than nothing. What? Oh, it's like a friend for them to talk to. Oh, that's so... Oh, no. Oh, can I please put this in here? No, tile not allowed. Where can I place this? Oh, it goes into isolation. Yeah, okay. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh, hey, you got a friend to talk to in there. Guys, there's a lot to this game. There's no way I can show you everything. But if you like this game and you want to see like a legit prison build, I'll do some more. Maybe I will try one of the more challenging tiles, to be honest. Like something that's a little more interesting than just the standard. Maybe of the swamp or hell, it'd be kind of cool to do one like on the moon or like in space or something and have unique challenges that way. Ultra hard mode, right? How are you gonna get, energy is very easy because we'll just use solar and whatever, but because there's no atmosphere. But you have to have all of your stuff shipped in with like space shuttles, so it's ridiculously expensive. You should probably make your own stuff. I don't know if you can do that though. Is there farming in this game? I have no idea. I'm just thinking out loud. But we have fans to cool the place down if the temperature gets too much. There's radiators, air conditioners. The temperature of the different landscape will play a factor in things. You have to set that up. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Check out all the stuff in the description if you'd like. And give me your feedback. Go in the comments. Give me your feedback. What do you think of this game? Do you want to see more? I'm Charlie. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.